Wow, Mattel, I can't believe it took you 9 years to release this version of Mater because obviously you know about the whole story that Mater is the most canceled car in the entire Cars line. Like, no joke. He was canceled like 4 times over the past 9 years until he was released in 2019. Finally, we thought he was going to be canceled because his case in 2019. I'm sorry about that, but in 2019, we saw that the case originally he was supposed to be in the case with Brian Feetclamp. No, not Brian Feetclamp. Brian the character with the supplies. I think his name is Brian. Oh no, Brian. I think it was Brian. No, not Brian Spark from Cars 3. No, it was the. I think it was Brian Lee Spark. I keep on forgetting it. You know the one with the supplies from the first Cars movie? Remember him? He was supposed to be re-released in 2019, but Mattel ended up canceling the case, and we thought that Mater with Coneteeth was canceled yet again. But we later found out that, he was going to be released in another case with the re-release of TJ, which I was pretty excited about. So yeah, at least thank God she wasn't canceled in 2019. It was actually released. So hey guys, welcome back. That was my little rant about like his cancellations and everything. But welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing Mater Coneteeth, which is one of my favorite versions of Mater of all time. I have nostalgia memories from, and also you guys should probably have nostalgia memories from the short. So yeah, let's just get on with his appearance in Cars. Not in any of the Cars movies, but in the short that was included with the special features of the first Cars movie, which is the Mater of the Ghost Light. So this version of Mater appears like towards the beginning of the short, where he's scaring everyone in Radiator Springs. Like he scares Luigi and Guido. He scares Sally. Obviously, Sally was just right there, just sitting, and then she looked on their window, and then Mater just popped out. That was pretty funny. And then Mater tried to scare Lizzie while she was asleep, but Mater couldn't wake her up. And then, obviously, the other pranks that Mater tried to do. So, yeah, that's where he appeared. And his releases, he has only been released in 2019 in the Blue Desert line, and he hasn't been re-released ever since. Yeah, Home Mattel decides to no, never mind. He was actually, I think, re-released in 2021. Never mind. With I think the case with no, was he re-released in 2021? I think so, if I'm right. Or was that Mater with 95 and 51 hat, which was a new car for that year? With the case with Leroy Trankov with snow. Sorry about that, with snow tires, but obviously that case didn't even appear in any stores. It only appeared in like HEB and many other stores that most people don't even have access to. I had to get mine on eBay, obviously. Not this one. I found this one in the store. But yeah, he was only released in 2019. He probably was re-released in 2021, maybe, or maybe he was really not. I think he was re-released. I'm not exactly sure. I need to go research my stuff. I keep on forgetting. But yeah, obviously let's just get on to the review. So obviously Mattel ended up I'm thinking that these eyes probably came from the Wasabi Mater. I should have probably pulled my Wasabi Mater out, but it kind of looks like that for some reason. Obviously, he has a cone on top, and then he has two small cones in the bottom so Mater could look like a vampire pretty much. Having two cones just stuck in his teeth. Obviously, he has his engine exposed, one headlight, one not. Obviously, we don't exactly know. I know Mater was trying to think that he used to be a private eye, obviously, from Mater Private Eye short. So obviously, as you can see, they ended up raising his suspension from the original version, because like he just looks regular right here. And then for this version, they actually ended up raising it up so it could look like Mater when he was trying to scare Sally. Like you can directly he put his tires on the building to scare the heck out of Sally. So Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I actually like that. So as you can see, we have obviously the tomato meters. You can't really read it well on the Thailand version, but it says like towing and salvaging. If I'm right, I keep on forgetting what it was. And obviously, this is when Thailand transitioned back to the original molds that Mattel used to make for the China ones. When this isn't a one from 2006, this is actually a 2016 version. But back then, back in 2006, all the way up to 2010, I think so, they used to have the entirety of Mater's body entirely metal, but starting in 2010, they ended up changing it to plastic. You guys should probably know about this, but eventually, once Thailand came back, they ended up making them full metal, making this one probably one of the. It isn't that heavy, but when it's in the package, he's kind of heavy to say the least. Obviously, they didn't paint the tail lights, and obviously you got that Easter egg, which is A113. Yeah, they never painted his headlights for some reason. I don't know why. Only a few versions of Meteor actually have his headlights painted. But yeah, there really isn't that much to look at this version of Mater, since there isn't nobody else to compare to, since really no other Mater, except I think 95 and 51 Mater actually has this raised up suspension. I should have brought that one also out, but I just keep on forgetting. But yeah, he has the same raised up suspension as Mater with the Coneteeth, so they probably reused the model for that version of Mater and just removed the teeth. Yeah, it does look similar. I should have brought it up. Ah, come on. But yeah, as you can see, that this model was probably reused for 95 and 51 Mater. So yeah, the main differences between this version is this. Obviously, this is from China and this from Thailand. So you can see that the rust looks more different. This one, they like it looks more like shiny glossy, but this one feels more rough. It looks like actual rust, which Thailand has done a perfectly good job with rust, because like Otis, he looks way different from Thailand. He feels different, and I actually like that version of Otis. And then they also fixed the rusty cars to actually feel like they're rusty and not making them look like shiny from China. That Thailand has done a perfectly good job to mimic how rust looks like. Props on them. But the toe hooks, to me, they look. No, never mind. I thought they looked different for some reason. Maybe this one looks more shorter. This one's a bit more longer because probably this version's pretty old. I've had this one for a long time, so yeah. Yeah, there really isn't that much to compare to, except I would have brought that 95 and 51 Mater. So we got the entire game from the short. Obviously, the only ones I'm missing is what's it called is Luigi. No, not Luigi and Guido. What the heck am I talking about? They're literally right there on camera. Ghost like Ramon. I do not have him in my collection, but once I do have one, I'll definitely review it. If you guys want that review, I know many people have already reviewed it, but really that version of Ramon isn't really talked about that much. He's kind of underrated, to say the least. But this version of Mater is one of the most popular ones for sure. But that Ghost like Ramon is one of my favorites. But anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you. Um, I hope the next video. I hope I can get the new cars pretty soon, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.